you've carried the weight for decades. A memory, a betrayal, a silence that grew too loud. But what if the peace you've been searching for wasn't somewhere out there, but waiting on the other side of forgiveness? After 60, forgiveness isn't weakness, it's freedom. Scene 2, Why Forgiveness Matters More with Age. As the years pass, something changes. Time doesn't feel endless anymore. Every moment becomes more valuable each day, a chapter closer to the final pages. And in that light, holding on to anger, resentment, or old wounds feels heavier. At 60, 70, even 80. Forgiveness becomes less about them and more about you. It's no longer about settling the score. It's about choosing peace over pain. It's about not letting someone else's mistake define your last years. Because bitterness may hurt them for a moment, but it steals joy from you for a lifetime. Scene 3, A Personal Story or Anecdote. I held on to anger for over 20 years. A friend I trusted deeply betrayed me. I never called him again. Never answered his messages. And then, one winter morning, I read his name in the obituaries. I didn't just lose a friend that day. I lost the chance to forgive him while he was still alive. That night, I wrote him a letter anyway. I sat by the fireplace and read it aloud. Not for him, but for me. And somewhere between the lines and the tears, I felt the weight I'd carried for 2 decades begin to lift. Forgiveness didn't erase the pain, but it ended the suffering. Scene 4, What Forgiveness Is Not. Let me be clear. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It's not pretending nothing happened. And it certainly doesn't mean what they did was okay. Forgiveness means refusing to carry the poison of someone else's actions any longer. It's reclaiming your peace. It's saying, what happened hurt me, but it won't own me. Scene 5, How to Begin Forgiving. So, how do you begin? Sometimes it starts with a quiet whisper to yourself. I'm ready to let this go. Sometimes it's a letter you'll never send. A prayer whispered through tears. Or just the decision to stop replaying the moment in your mind. Forgiveness is a journey, not a moment. But every step you take toward it brings your heart one step closer to peace. And after 60, peace is priceless. Scene 6, Closing Reflection. You don't have to do it for them. Do it for you. For the rest of your life. For the people who still love you. For the quiet mornings, the peaceful sleep, the free heart. Forgiveness is not a gift you give others. It's the greatest gift you give yourself.